1992, I was invited to join the AFRI executive. The timing was perfect because we were just about to celebrate the 10th anniversary of St. Brigid's Peace Cross campaign. AFRI got together a bunch of very creative women, and the sky was the limit, and did we take it? And it was decided, the theme of the first conference, 1993, Brigid, Prophetess, Earth Woman, Peacemaker. That was the title. The venue, where would we have this wonderful conference? Mary and Phil had just come into Kildare a few months before that. And I said, where would you have a conference on Brigid? Only in Kildare. So it was here in Kildare, Presentation Convent in Kildare. In the part of the preparation, we decided we were going to relight the flame of Brigid. There was a tremendous sense of excitement about this. We arrived in Kildare, and you can just imagine, the first into Kildare was a busload from Derry because they wanted to celebrate the St. Brigid's Peace Cross campaign. And I remember the first chant in the chapel at St. Brigid's, they sang, "Turn back the streams of war." And I could not believe it. I didn't have anything to do with it when I saw that it's the talk here today from Alistair McIntosh. Turn back. And 350 to 400 people sang at the well the other night, and we sang, "Turn back the streams of war." It was very powerful. You might even do it yet before you go home. So, to tell you the outcome of that first conference, was it spawned Court of Rita, a group of women and men, local women and men from Kildare, who work alongside us and with us, and without whom we just wouldn't be standing here today either. Just a fantastic group. Out of that, AFRI had decided to have a one-off conference. And here we are 25 years later. It spawned Fèile Brìde. And people in Kildare said something happened in Kildare, and the light couldn't go out at the end of that conference. So a spark was taken from the flame, and Mary and Phil brought it to their house, and they have tended it ever since. So they kept the flame alight. And just to say, each year before the conference commenced, we had a bowl of flame up in the market square in Kildare town. It had been lit by our congregational leader, Mary Teresa Cullen, and she's now in San Antonio, Texas, up there in 1993. Every year we relit the flame from the little flame tended by Mary and Phil, and it's blazed out over Kildare. And I just have very quickly, because you get an idea even of the issues we dealt with, very quickly tell you some of the people who lit that flame. 1993, Mary Teresa Cullen. The next year was a woman from Shirley David from Haiti in the news. Jacqueline Williams, South Africa. A.D. Roach, CND, Chernobyl, next year. Followed by a woman from Norway, and that was in 1997. I just want to tell you that at that conference we had the Lambeg and the Bowron in harmony. And they marched through the street here playing the Bowron, and the next year we had the Good Friday Agreement. And that year we had cross-community workers, Catholics and Protestants from Drumcree, Portadown came down and lit the flame that year, just before the Good Friday Agreement. The following year we had Christy Moore and Eleanor Dedeker in the Netherlands. 2000 we had Joe Murray and Flamura from Kosovo, an asylum seeker. She spoke at that. But so many others. Dennis Halliday, I see him down there, he spoke with us he met by Dennis 2000, I think you were here with us as well. The next year we had a fantastic woman, Erwin Harbaugh. She was the director of Centre for International Peacekeeping, Securing Our Future. Next year, Mary had the honour of Mincham, Brigid, the light in the flame, who with Phil tended the flame. And in 2003, she's here again with us today, and Kathy Kelly. So she speaks for herself. So wonderful to have her. The next year we had Richard Moore, the founder of Children in Crossfire. Followed in 2006, Bernie McMahon, Kildare woman, poet, author, and Don Mullen, who was one of the founding members of AFRI. And in 2006, the Kildare County Local Authority, the County Council, had cottoned on to what was happening in Kildare, and they decided to put a sculpture in the square and to relight the flame of Brigid in Kildare town. And weren't we excited about that? and it's up there now. There's a lovely sculpture. Again, for ecological reasons, Brigid on the fossil fuels, she wouldn't want that. It's gone green. So it's lit by the light of the sun during the day, and at night time, LED lit. And just to finish a little bit about the flame, just to say then, we did light it in the square after that because Mary McAleese in 2006, she took the flame, the solid silver flame, and she held it aloft and said that this flame would burn as a beacon of hope, justice and peace for our country and our world. Since then we have presented it, Mary McAleese, to two other groups, to Richard Moore, again, who was back with the Charles Innes, the soldier who shot him and blinded him, and because of the reconciliation between the two, we invited them to officially receive the flame. And the Dalai Lama himself received it for his work on peace, justice and reconciliation in 2011, when again, because of the connection with AFRI, came to Kildare. So just that's enough, I think, about the flame, and just looking again at the brochures and what was it about AFRI? I think the holistic approach to everything. We're out of our heads, into our bodies and our spirits. It was just one. The caliber of speakers always tried to bring speakers from the developed world, so-called developed, but also the developing world, the global south. It linked the local with the global, Eris and what was happening in the Niger Delta, all that. It was never a talk shop. Action, and I was there at a lot of the executive meetings. There was always follow up and follow through. All the solidarity groups that were spawned from AFRI. Joe mentioned a few of them. So AFRI, had the courage, as Phil I think said, to deal with the cutting issues in a very insightful and compassionate way. I think others would have been afraid to take them. It gave a voice to the voiceless and a platform to voices for justice and peace around the world. Again, as I said, the holistic approach, A1 for cultural and artistic creativity, Joe. And I think there's always a fusion of the political, the arts, and the spiritual. And I think that's one of the key factors noteworthy factors about AFRI. What is it about AFRI and the spirit of AFRI? As Joe said, the heart of AFRI. I think it is, the respect of AFRI for the dignity of the person, for all creation. It's recognition of the divine spark in all of us. And just to take this opportunity again, Joe, to thank AFRI for what you have given to Kildare, and I know you'll be thanking Kildare for what it has given to AFRI. So may we continue together to light fires for justice and peace, to bring light to the darkness as we move into the future. And I'd like to end with a quote from Luca Bloom. Since 1993, at the start of every February, I've watched large groups of men and women gather in my home county of Kildare. They come to welcome the beginning of spring. People also come to Kildare at this time to speak about justice in the world, or lack of it. There is reflection, talk, music and dance. It's not a big trendy festival, but it's a gathering of people, just like you all here, who want to call Brigid's qualities into the world to light a spark for change. And every year we gather to welcome the light into our world and to hope that more light will shine in the world, and that someday, out of the darkness of war, hunger, greed, poverty, will come the light of community, sharing, justice, music, dance, peace and love. Thank you.